Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Today we're looking at one of these lbanezes. This is a SA series, which means skinny ass, I guess, I don't know. Very slim something, SA. So what we've got with this one, the action's too high, it's fretting out, and the adjusters on the saddles are pretty much all the way down. So probably gonna need to shim the neck, but also we're gonna have to straighten the neck out because it has got too much of a valley. So anyway, I'm gonna pull the truss rod cover off, see what I can do with that, and we'll go from there. Alright, let's see if this thing's gonna do what it's gonna do. And it is doing nothing right now, so. Alright, little tension on it. And we still ain't there. Let me keep ratcheting this thing around, see what I can come up with. Okay, the truss rod was just sitting in there, wasn't doing anything. Actually, after about 2 turns, we've got the neck straight, which actually brought my string action down, but I still don't think it's quite enough. And I don't know if anybody can see, these saddles are pretty much decked out. So I'm probably going to have to go ahead and pull the neck, put just a little bit of a shim in there, just to have a little bit of adjustment on these. But anyway, we do have the neck straight. Okay, I've toyed around with this a little bit. Got the string action down, 2 mil, 1.5 on the E's. These are pretty low, but I really would rather not put a shim in that don't have to. Think it's going to live fine. There's a little bit of adjustment down, but it's not going to play any lower than that. We don't even know how good it's going to play like it is. So I'm going to go ahead and get these strings off. And I don't know if the camera is going to show that wobbly tuner or not. She's a wobbler. And the string's tied. Okay. Always check these things. They ain't holding it together, but Need to be snug. And this one has the pins on the back side. And there is a tool for putting those on correctly. If you change tuners out and your the new tuners have the little lugs on the back, this is what you need. This particular one is a G-Tech, and it comes with little bits, everything to properly drill your holes for your tuners, for your little nubs or whatever you want to call them on the tuners. So anyway, it saves a lot of guesswork. That one's loose as well. Okay, I'm going to go there, take all the strings off, tighten all these nuts on the tuners, get the new strings put on. We're going to use the Dario 10 through 46s. Thought I'd have a go at polishing these frets. Done a little spot leveling. Looks like somebody had a go at it with Granddaddy's old blacksmithing file at some point, and you know, kind of trying to work some of that out. So far my tape hadn't taken off any of the play by number stickers here, play by note. That's the reason I never learned to play a guitar. That's way too complicated. Never figured that out. But anyway, pretty rough in places. Got, like I say, with the board flat, helped everything that way. Using some 1000 grit paper, just kind of work some of those filing marks out. A little bit of the forbidden steel wool. Notice I took the neck off, so I didn't get steel wool in the pickups. Once I do that, putting just a little bit of chrome polish on here. And that does the trick. That does the same thing that you get the same result that if you was using a Dremel with a wheel on it, except this way you don't have to pick polish out of your eyelashes and stuff when you're done. So anyway, I'm just going to continue down through here, polish these up, get them all slick and pretty, and then we'll get back to putting the strings on. Alright, kind of done up with this one for right now. Mainly cleaned it up, adjusted the truss rod considerably. Did add a little shim, very, very little, just a slight little shim to the neck. There was a piece of sandpaper in there, probably from the factory, that was kind of compressed down into the finish. The overspray in there, it kind of got matted down. Wasn't really doing anything. Kind of put something back in the same thickness as it, and set the intonation, new set of strings. Started using the Darios. Had trouble with the Ernie balls in the last few months, 6 months, maybe the past year, with them just going dead, like especially the low E, A, D, the wound strings just dead, thump, so I've switched over and started using elixirs and other things just because, and I just wonder if anybody else has had Had the same problem with Ernie balls that I have, but just like the bass strings, just after a few weeks, just dead, you know, like the tongue all the way down. But anyway, tightened up the tuners, got those tight. They're just unmarked, you know, little tuners, and they real smooth, tuned up real well. Single humbucker, coil split, 5-way switch. Nice little guitar. Got to put the cover on the back. Still doing a little adjustment. Nice looking trim. I don't know. It kind of looks like a Wilkinson. Kind of easy to set the intonation. Got set screws there on the end. Pretty sharp. You know, kind of a, I guess it's a flame maple veneer, I imagine. I think these are used or somewhere around maybe $400 or $500. SA series lbanez. Got to put the truss rod cover on once I figure out that I don't need to go back there again. So that's another one of our lbanez jobs pretty much done. Like I say, I'm going to keep it a day or two and make sure everything stays put where it's supposed to stay, and move on to the next one. And we're going to be working on the RG. This was purple. I've done a video on changing over some of the stuff on the trim using a licensed Floyd Rose and the Floyd Rose Special to replace broken parts. And I think I've had 10 views. So you probably hadn't seen that video. But anyway, we're going to be painting this thing. It was purple. I ain't really all about that. Had 2 screw holes drilled here for a strap button. Had to plug those. 2 down here, had to plug those. I still got to sand those down. Work those up a little bit, and when the weather permits, try to get some paint thrown on it, which would be great because it's supposed to be 76 tomorrow, December the 3rd. I love it, you know. But anyway, that's coming up. Whatever else I get time to do in between other jobs. I don't do this for a YouTube channel. I do this as a business. So there's the neck for the RG. Going to be putting on some different tuners. Got a new locking nut coming for it. Got the frets all polished up. Look at that. Ain't that sharp? I mean, that's excellent. Lovely. April 98 on the end of that. So got the Wizard 2 neck. Man, these necks are just slick. I love them. So anyway, we're going to be putting that together, doing something with it. And quite a few other strats. I'm trying to do a little something different besides just strats all the time. It seems like every video is a strat. So anyway, I appreciate you guys that subscribed. If you hadn't think about it, you know, hit the like button. If you're interested in a t-shirt or a coffee mug, let me know the color and size, and the next time at Walmart, I'll see what I can do. So until the next time, see you.